Basically, Lean has helped us get rid of a lot of extra access parts and tooling that we definitely didn't need. It has caused us a little bit of hiccups in the past where we got rid of stuff too fast, and then now we've learned from that and reanalyzed how we get rid of or red tag parts and tooling. It allowed us now to see what other areas in the building are now red tagged, and we actually started utilizing those parts and tools quite efficiently and helped us save a lot of cost in that way. We just picked up a water bag filter, which would cost us probably $3,000, and now we don't have to purchase that item anymore. It worked out quite well for us, actually.
I've worked in the cylinder department for 6 years. I was around when we first opened up this area. Things were pretty rough at first. We were always just kind of going day by day, trying to fix our problems as they came up. I was here when Lean was first rolled out to the company. One of the biggest changes that I've noticed with Lean is when we switched our scheduling system. Back in the day, we had a very static schedule where I would be running around trying to find the next job or the next 2 jobs to get everything set up for the guys in the morning. When we went through our VST and moved to a first in, first out scheduling system, I would always know what my next job was just by my ready for assembly queue. I knew that it was ready to go, and I knew all I had to do was call it in and it would be ready to go for the guys to start working on, rather than running around the building trying to find anything that we could work on. It's probably shaved 3 or 4 hours of wasted time off of my day, and has allowed me to focus on more important things every day.
Well, I've been in shipping for about 2 years now, just over. When I came into shipping, it was before our RIW. It was about 6 months later that we had the RIW, so it was a little bit more cowboy style, Wild West in the shipping department. Since we've implemented all the Lean, it's been very efficient. It's been a lot less stressful. It's organized, it's quick, it's easy. It's the whole smarter, not harder, running around. It's made a lot more enjoyable. Before, with paperwork at a desk, it was just, like I say, old school cowboy. Wild West, guys would come in, they'd see, where's my paperwork? We'd have a pile of paperwork from different times, different drivers. So we'd be sorting through this, trying to find the date and the time, where now it's all organized, shelves, drive times, companies that are coming in, completed paperwork, pending paperwork. It's all, driver comes in, knows exactly where to look, what to grab, where to sign, and where to place it when he's done. Quick and easy.
Hi, I've been with OEM for 15 years. I came from Headhunters. We're talking about the assembly line setup of our head area. A lot of our hoists couldn't reach our roller assembly. The whole area wasn't really organized as a flowing assembly line. And we've been able to, with the help of John Morrison just a few years back, implement some more lean manufacturing by streamlining and moving the rollers and the areas into a more efficient workspace where everybody can work in one area, separate from the other, sort of still linked by the rollers. So the whole thing's all basically within a 100-foot or so space, and as compared to before, we were in probably a 200-foot space, and we had all kinds of bottlenecks and issues with heads not getting assembled or heads missing parts. Now everything just flows a lot better and a lot smoother.
Hey, I've been here for 11 years at OEM. Things have come a long way in that time. We used to kind of struggle through some of the jobs that we had to do. It was a very fast pace. Everything was go, go, go. So we did what we had to do to get by. In the recent years here, we are starting to develop more tooling, more rigging, more jigs, more just basic tooling to make our job easier. All the tooling is really driven by the lean culture, and we're getting a lot of support from our managers to give us the right tools to get the job done safely, quicker, more efficiently. So this is a really good example of something that's made us a lot more comfortable doing our everyday job. This is a rollover stand. It allows us to put our circle drives at any angle we need to do our proper assemblies, to do our measurements, to do torquing. It's very easy to use, and we've actually cut time off of our assemblies and disassemblies just by having something to hold it, where it's not rolling around on the table.
I've been here for almost 9 years here at Parts Department. So we have the scanner right now. Before we have just the logbook for that. When somebody comes to the window and grab something from the tool crib, I have to grab the book with me, like the logbook, and then I have to go around and look for the part, and then go on the computer, do another task in there, open a window, like the work order maintenance, and then another window to issue some things like the material issues. Now we have the scanner. I just have to do bang, 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 and it goes on the computer. And I just have, from there, I just have to issue the parts, and it's done. It saved time, way more time than before.
Well, I've been at OEM for 11 years now, and I've seen our organization come all the way through its lean journey, and one of the ways that it's really affected me is our continuous improvement efforts that have made processes and inputs easier and more automated, because when I deal with hundreds of thousands of rows, very small errors that only happen in small cases really extrapolate over that amount of data, and I spend less of my time scrubbing that information out and more of my time using my experience to continually improve the process, and that makes me a happier and more engaged employee.